Most people think you need expensive software to create professional book interior. InDesign, Affinity, we're talking about hundreds of dollars here. But here is the thing nobody tells you. Amazon doesn't care what software you use. Amazon cares about one thing only, your pixel dimensions. And guess what? You can nail those dimensions in Canva completely for free. So today I'm walking you through exactly how to create a print-ready 100-page interior without spending a single cent. And I'm giving you the exact measurements Amazon needs. Because if you get those wrong, your book gets rejected. So let's fix that. So as I said, we are building the complete interior for our dear son, this is my life story journal. Now most people think Canva is just for social media posts. Instagram graphics, Pinterest pins, not books. Wrong. Canva can export print-ready PDFs that Amazon accepts instantly. You just need to know which settings to use, and I have created dozens of books this way, all approved and first try. Here is the plan. First we will log in the Amazon specs, then we will set up Canva, then we will build the prompt pages, then the photo pages, and finally the export. 5 steps, and after that you will have a PDF you can upload directly. So let's go. Okay, before we open Canva, we have to do something else. This step right here decides whether Amazon accepts your book or rejects it. We have to get the dimensions right. I will put the link for this page in the description below, and let me walk you through the settings here. If you scroll down, you have the table here, and for my book interior size, I will select 5.5 by 8.5 because it's the sweet spot for journals. Fits nicely in your hands without feeling like a notebook. For page count, we have around 120 pages. That gives us room for the 100 prompts plus some extra pages for the intro and photos. And as you see here, if you come to the 5.5 by 8.5, we have to set on Canva the dimensions to 5.626 to 8.75. That's with bleed. For those who ask yourself, what is bleed? Bleed is the space where, for example, if you have an image and your image exceeds to the page end or exceeds outside of the page, then you have to add bleed. And the part where the bleed is, it's this area on the outside, it will be cut off right there. So we have to add this size as well to the trim size. So we have 5.5 to 8.5, and we're adding a little bit more to that. So when it's cut, then we have the perfect size. And this part is a little bit tricky, but if you study it a little bit and read you through the docs, then you will understand it. After you understand it, then it's easy to do that for your next books. So that was the setting part. So now we will enter Canva and set the dimensions there. Let's do that. Before we continue, I forgot to mention that Amazon also gives you a calculator for the trim size and also for the bleed, and you can use that as well. I will put the link to that in the description also, and it's very simple. You have to select the ink and also the paper choice. For that, I would recommend black ink with white paper. It's the cheapest one. And the trim size, as we mentioned, it will be 5.5 by 8.5. And the number of pages, it will be 120 pages. If you click manuscript with bleed or no bleed, then you will get the exact measurement. You can also calculate the cover. And if you click it, then you will get this image right here. And if you zoom in and to the left, you see the total dimensions with bleed would be 8.75. The trim size is 8.5. And the actual room where we can put in our text and also our images, it will be 8 inches. So we have to make sure that we leave some room here. It will be 0.75 divided by 2 here and on the bottom also. And also you have here the width. The total width is 5.625, and the actual room where we put in our text and our content, it will be 4.875. But on Canva, we will put in this. So you can use it as well, and I will leave the link to that in the description. I want to mention that as well. So now let's switch to Canva. Okay, the specs were the boring part, but they were necessary because now we're actually implementing them and this goes fast. All right, I am in Canva with my free account and up there I am clicking create design and I already typed in the width and the height. The width is 5.626 and the height is 8.75 in inches. Then click create design. And there is our blank page. So we need to set the margins. Remember 0.375 inches on each side. And to do that, you can use the gutters here. You can either take the gutter and measure it on the top 3.375, or you can do a simpler trick. You can go to shapes, add a rectangle here, a square, not a rectangle. Then you can set the width to 0.375 and the height to 0.375. Then click enter. After you have done that, copy it 4 times. One on the top, right, one on the bottom, right, one on the bottom, left. And after you have done that, you can take the gutters 4 times and move it exactly to the positions here. If you have done that, you can delete the shapes. And voila, everything inside these lines is safe. Everything outside, that's the danger zone. This is your playing field. This is where all the magic happens now. Okay, so we are building the template. You will duplicate 100 times. And if you get it right once, then it's just copying from there after it. First thing we need is the prompt questions. And for that, you can either use ChatGPT's free version or some other LLMs, or you can go to our Publbee AI chat and use this one. The difference to the normal LLMs is we have trained our AI specific for KDP offers. So therefore you will get really specific information for KDP offers. And I already typed in a prompt. I want to write a mom guided journal for sons. The name will be Dear Son, this is my life story. Give me 100 prompt questions that would fit in. You can be more specific in here if you want specific questions. So, and as you see, our tool gives us 100 prompt questions and it categorizes it also in childhood, early years, family heritage, teenage years, coming of age, love, relationships, parenthood and you, challenges and growth, wisdom and life lessons, and so on. So now you can take these questions and add them into our design. So we will add the first question here, go to the font family, and we will select the seasons because it's classic, it feels emotional and timeless. And I am setting the font to 23 font size. So that's looking good. And you can center it also. So that's it. But a question by itself isn't enough. People need also space to actually write their answers. So therefore, you can go to elements again, select the line here, adjust the width, and then also adjust the weight here. It is also too dark, so therefore I will say transparency to 50%. Okay, that's looking better. And you can now add this 10 times or 15 times, how many times you like. So as you see, I have added some more lines here. Now I want to add a small emotional touch at the bottom here, something that repeats on every page. We can add a text on the bottom here and make it a little bit smaller. That's looking good. And this text will be on every page. The text is sharing these memories with you is one of my greatest joys, so it's a little extra for the design. For images or graphics, you can be creative here. You can add whatever you like. You can add some flowers, maybe. Here, or some other design elements into it. You can really be creative here, whatever you like. But 100 text pages in a row, that gets really boring after some time. We need also some variety to break things up. So therefore, I will add another page. This page will be for images. I will add it after every 10 prompts, and I'm calling it where words fall short here. Then on the bottom, I will add a simple frame to make it crystal clear. This is where your photos goes. And this is 10 seconds of work and inserted 10 times throughout the book and done. You now have two templates. The prompt page is the first template and the photo page is the second. Now it's time to scale this thing up. The process is pretty simple. Duplicate the pages, change the prompt, move to next page, duplicate, change the prompt, and repeat that. This takes maybe an hour. Sounds like a lot, but it's really not. Throw on some Netflix, for example, in the background, and you will fly through it pretty quick. But don't forget about the beginning of the book. You will want to add a title page. You can keep it simple, just the title, center it nice and big, and also add the subtitle, for example. Then also add a dedication page, something like this journal belongs to, with some blank lines. After you have done that, your final structure should look something like this. Okay, I have added the title page first and also the subtitle here. Then I have added a dedication page with a description for who this journal is. And also I have added a personal information page with your full name, date of birth, place birth. You can write your personal information in here. Then we have our prompt page, and I have added some leaf design here and also a book icon, and also make the text on the bottom a little bit bigger. And after that, we also have our image page where we can put in our photos or whatever you like. That's why we also planned for 120 pages instead of just 100, because we can add some more details to the journal. All right, and now comes the most critical click of the entire process. You go up there to share, then download, and right here you click on PDF print and not PDF standard, because PDF standard will destroy your colors and resolution, and PDF print preserves everything exactly as it should be. And also click on all pages. And for the color profile, if you have the pro version, I would recommend you to use CMYK. It's for professional printing, but if you don't have it, it's no problem. You can also use the RGB profile. Then click download, and that's really it. You just created a 120-page book interior for free in Canva. And let me give you a quick recap of everything we covered. First, we used the KDP calculator to get our exact dimensions. Then we set up Canva with the right size, 5.625 by 8.75 inches. We also created 100 prompts with our Publbee AI chat. We added our margins at 0.375 inches on all sides. We built a master template here for the prompt pages. We created also a photo page to break up the content every 10 prompts, and we exported the whole thing as PDF. And in the next video, we are creating the cover, and that's where the sales really happen. So don't miss it. If you want to shortcut this whole process, Publbee will have interior templates available soon. I will drop the link in the description if it's available. And if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe. And also you can comment below the video. I will read every comment and share your experience with Canva and creating a book journal. See you in the next one.